there's going to be a bit of interest with the wildlife in most golf courses, because you just look at all the different habitats and stuff you've got. But I think if you've got somebody like myself that can really push all that wildlife and highlight it to the members, then that's only a positive thing to try and, you know, get the news out there that, you know, just how good golf courses can be for wildlife of all sorts, not just birds. And if you've got someone, you know, a lot of golf courses have got nest boxes up and they might just stick them up and then not do anything. But if you check them regularly, you can see what you've got, and if they're healthy and you've got a good population of birds. If there's a lot of insects, if you've got a good insect population, then that's going to feed the birds, and so if you've got a good bird population, then that's going to feed higher up the food chain. But you need to know what you've got in the boxes, so somebody that can check them, or like myself is licensed to be able to ring them, and then you can keep account of exactly how many you've got and how the population is doing. The ringing scheme is done through the BTO, which is the British Trust for Ornithology. Now, I've been ringing for quite a number of years. Find out who your local, like there's probably a local ringing group, and then get in contact with them and, you know, tell them you want to learn to ring. And then if you're going to ring, then you have to have a permit. So you start off with a T permit, training under supervision, and then once you get to a certain stage, then that will be upgraded to a C permit, which is what I've got, which enables me to ring chicks in small enclosed boxes, like for blue tits and stuff like that. And if they go back in the box and the box is empty, then they'll abandon the nest. So you block the hole up first, and then you can extract the chicks if there are plenty. So we'll have a look. We can't get to really with the buggy, so we'll have to do that at the bottom, you know, near the box. So, but it comes with experience. You get. I mean, if the chicks are too small, you're not going to ring them. If they're too big and likely to jump before they're ready to fledge, then you're not going to do it either. So with a bit of training and practice, you get to know roughly the right age to be able to ring them. If there's young chicks and something happens to one of the adults, one or both of them could get killed any number of ways, then the chicks are going to starve. Yeah, I mean, sparrowhawk, kestrel, tawny owl maybe might take small birds. Cats could take small birds. So if something happens to one or both of the adults, then the chicks will get abandoned. So I know the adults warning me to go away. Yeah, exactly what a hissing kind of sound, just like a warning, telling you, thinking, you know, I'm a predator, go away. So I'll leave her in peace. She's probably sat on eggs or chicks. The box that the tawny owl used in question wasn't specifically a tawny owl box. It was essentially a bigger version of one of those. So it was like that, with a lid on the top and a hole about that size. But they specifically for stock doves, but things like jackdaws will use them, and grey squirrels. If you suspect there might be a tawny owl nesting in it, or do it anyway if you're checking one of these big boxes, take someone with you, wear a face shield, some kind of protection, because the tawny owl can become aggressive, and if you're not careful, it will take your eye out. If you've got a specific tawny owl box, it's a slightly different design, and you've got a side inspection hatch, so the hole's at the top. So if you lift the side inspection hatch, the theory is that the adult will then fly out the hole whilst you can look at the nest. But I would still advise wearing protection and taking someone with you that can spot if the adult is nearby.